Hello! Welcome back everybody to the RedRocket stream. I'm Pete, as always, and today, well, this evening I guess, since I've already streamed once today, but we have our scheduled MGS Monday. The old Metal Gear. Well, that might be too bright. I was seeing if, sorry, I'm just kind of playing around a little bit here, like with placement and orientation, and I was trying to work out if I could make my like webcam look less blue, and I thought maybe it was because I was in the dark mode for Twitch, which obviously I have various tabs of open here, but I don't think it actually makes a bit of difference. And dark mode I find, for me at least, to be considerably easier on the eyes. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to switch it back. There may be some other stuff I can play with and tinker with on my week off with that, but for now, I'll be a bit of a blue man. Call me Mr. Meeseek. Right, so last Monday we finished MGS2. Yeah, a lot going on there. Trying to think if it's even possible to succinctly summarise that plot. Suppose the short version, Raiden was put through this real life simulation to recreate Solid Snake. He was a test subject, and he ended up, I don't know. I think it's one of those things you got to either see it or not. I think what we're going to do, without further ado, is I'm going to, oh, I should turn that off there as well. There. Without further ado, I'm going to switch it over to our feed. Yeah. This time, I kind of regretted it last time that I didn't play the intro at the start of the playthrough. So this time, oh, that's far too loud. Possibly still a little bit too loud, but I'll turn it down a little bit and people can let me know. I think then, if I go on here, oh, in fact, yeah, there is a summary there. The origin of the Metal Gear series begins in 1964 at the height of the Cold War. Naked Snake, the man who would later become the legendary soldier known as Big Boss, heads into Soviet territory to help the scientist Sokolov defect to the West. I'm going to stop reading that because I just realised it's going into a lot of spoilers. But let's enjoy this intro. Ooh, I have my cup of tea ready. Need to remember that this time. Left it half unfinished earlier. It's not much fun. I keep looking up to the mic now, but I'll have to stop eventually. Hopefully it's all picking up fine where I've put it. It also keeps it out of the way of my screens and the webcam. It's not in there too much. I do think what I may do, actually, let's move that along there a little bit. That doesn't really seem to achieve anything. Oh well. Anyway, more Blue Point Games doing this port. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. In this one, we play as the original Snake, i.e. the person who would eventually become Big Boss. Progenitor, via DNA theft and cloning and whatever else. He essentially the father of Solid, Liquid, and Liquidus. Solidus rather, Liquidus. Yeah, so I believe that places this technically first in the timeline of Metal Gear. There may be a side one that shows something before, but not that I've played. It doesn't seem to be playing an intro. I was kind of expecting if I left it and kept talking it would. Okay, no trailer. Unless there's a trailer in here. Wait. Is the Metal Gear game just straight up on here? Is this something I was completely unaware of? Wait. Surely not. Surely not. This is Big Boss, Operation Intrude, N313. Infiltrate the enemy space, outer heaven, and destroy the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Okay, I need to get out of this. Somehow. I don't know how to get out of this. There we go. Okay. Now that I know that's on there, we may add this into the roster at some point. Possibly right at the end, because it's very different to the rest of the series, obviously. Like, it's a lot older. I've never even touched them before. But that's good to know. It's very good to know. We're learning. Right. Special? No. Briefing files. Don't know what. I think transferring is to move your game over to a PSP or a Vita. Let's check the options. Blood on. Own view, normal, camera. Captions on. Real-time cutscenes. Full screen, yeah. Do I have a save in here? Did I start playing it at all? I don't think I did, yeah. Fair enough. I'll say this from the start, I have played this game through on PS2. Yeah. I have it somewhere around along with the PS2. Been a while though. I didn't play it through that many times, certainly compared to MGS2. Something about all the faffing around with menuing and healing and resources kind of put me off a little bit. I do know now that you can at least negate the hunger, so the need to eat, by doing a certain fight the pacifist way, so you don't kill him. I'm going to try and do that if I even remember who it is. Hopefully we won't have too many problems. I don't know. It may be one of those things that I had problems with back then, but now, let's jump in. I'm playing the MGS series for the first time. I liked MGS1, I liked MGS2, I like MGS3. I think this basically gives us our control scheme. I'm not entirely sure what the best option is. Probably for me, if they've tuned this properly, MGS2 is going to be my best bet. I don't know. I believe the speedrunners, I did see a speedrun, or at least part of a speedrun of this, Games Done Quick, last week before, recently anyway, and I think they did it in MGS1, picking the top option, but that's probably more useful for speedrunning, so, and I think we'll play it on normal. I'm not confident enough in this game to go hard, and easy or very easy feels like cowarding out a bit too much to me. I just realised for something.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Kojima definitely doesn't want to make films. There he is. Big name. Wish I recognised more voice actors.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Characters take on whole different twists once you've played it through and seen all the nuances through the later games for them. And it's like, oh, okay. Hard to say how much was planned ahead, and oh look,
Put
it's
out
right.
that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector.
I just
Put
think
on
that's
your
meant to be
mask.
taunt. Obviously, there was a lot.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
A lot of people were angry about playing Raiden
10
instead
minutes
of
to drop
Snake in
off.
MGS3.
Hey, are you deaf?
I don't mind
Said
it.
put out the cigar and put on your mask.
This is probably like a in your face kind of thing to make them think you're gonna play Raiden again.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Same face mask too. Obviously the date's way off. Unless Raiden's some kind of immortal.
Sunrise.
Good song.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10
Puts it
seconds
out.
to drop off.
Very
Stand
thoughtful
by.
of him.
Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3,
So his helmet said US Army, I believe.
1.
Spread your wings.
And fly. God be with you.
Definitely a British accent of some variety there. Nice. So Halo is of course high altitude, low orbit. Basically a jump from really feckin' high up. Boom. There we go. There's the card.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Jack.
Mission.
No, the virtuous mission.
Raiden's
The future
name,
of our Fox unit
of course.
depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission. Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov.
Loves mixing in
He's
that
head
live
of
action
the
footage.
OKB 754 Design Bureau,
Hey Kasia,
the Soviet's
welcome.
top secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't
Welcome
that
to
famous
story time.
rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was
Yuri
the A1,
Gagarin.
known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
With the British
From a
accent, it
lowly
even
technician
sounds
to
more
head of
like
Design
a
Bureau. That's quite a success
Bond
story.
film
So
than
why
ever.
want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid.
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his
All live
family was
action.
also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first.
We're in
succeeded
1964 or
sneaking Sokolov
65,
over
I
the
believe,
Berlin
to put
Wall
this in
shortly
context.
afterwards. I was the
Hey,
one who
Omega.
conducted the operation.
The
Trapped
security on
in
the
a
eastern side was still full of
dream.
holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece.
Yeah, I can't wait
the
for
whole
that
ordeal
moment.
had left him exhausted. and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than
How's it
600
going,
miles
man?
to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
Okay.
The Cuban Missile
The
Crisis.
Cuban Missile Crisis. My knowledge of the
October
Cold War
16,
isn't amazing, to be honest,
1962,
but
President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba.
absolutely
President
zero
demanded
parallels with
the
Korea right
Soviets
now.
dismantle and remove the missiles.
North Korea, of
At
course.
the same
but-
time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert.
Oh,
Soviet
my
transport
wiener is
ships
bigger
carrying
than
missiles
yours.
Continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an
Yeah, I'm
all-out
good, man, I'm
nuclear
good.
war. Frantic negotiations
week off
were
work now,
conducted
so-
with the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba.
Yeah, it did.
And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust.
Thank
But in order to get the
Jesus.
Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete,
Into
and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic
Inter-region
value
ballistic
whatsoever
missiles?
to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
and here we go
Sokolov.
into the Metal Gear
They wanted us to return Sokolov.
Metal
You
Gear
mean the
version of
Soviets
reality.
pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
Wonder what that may
At the
be.
time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handed him over to agents.
He loves this
inside.
exposition.
Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight.
But yeah, I noticed. I was going to stay quiet during
Then a
the
month
narrative,
ago,
but I
we
mean,
received some new information from one of our moles.
I noticed when I loaded the game up that there's actually Metal
Yes.
Gear 1 and
It
2
was
on
taken back to the research facility
the disc
for us to
under
continue working on the weapon in
MGS3.
question
I'd never
under
loaded it up
KGB
before,
supervision.
this version anyway.
What's more,
So
it's on the verge
I
of
now, I
completion.
guess, kind of have to add them
So
onto the
what kind
list.
of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No.
Snake's
missile.
voice is strange.
Same technology.
Still David Hayter.
I guess you're right. We
Same
don't know
voice
the
actor.
details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big
Does
that
sound kinda
Khrushchev
different
was ready
from
to pull out of
MGS2.
Cuba to get it back.
Maybe it
Is
was during the
Sokolov still
period
in
when he
the
basically
facility?
destroyed his throat by doing the
No,
snake
according
voice
to
so
our
much.
intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place
I hear
in
he
the
did end
mountains
up,
about 3
like,
miles to the west that's known as the
imagine
Virgin Cliffs.
Trying to do snake voice for prolonged
Virgin
periods,
Cliffs.
days after days, recording
Nice
all the
name for a virtuous
voice
mission.
They moved
overs
him
that
there
are in these
just
games.
recently.
Why?
It's got to take its toll, right?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research
But
facility.
yeah, Metal Gear 1 and 2 may have made it
This
onto
is
the
our
Metal
last
Gear
chance.
Monday
Sokolov
roll
must
call
have known
at some
that
point.
too,
Probably
when
at the
he
end, to be
contacted
honest. Don't even know how long they are. Probably not particularly. So, yeah, ship between the east and the west, not good. However, more importantly, currently, we're descending from high orbit, or high altitude, low orbit, to be precise. Selino-Yarsk. Rings a bell, can't place it. I'll get to actually play the game eventually.
Listen
Wait
up,
for the
Jack.
controls to
Your
turn off.
mission
Oh,
is to
here we go.
infiltrate Selino-Yarsk
Oh, there
in the
we go.
Soviet mountains, ensure the safety
That's
of
what
Sokolov and
Selino-Yarsk
bring him
is.
back to the west.
It's been a while. That view's way more interesting. I've played this game, but it was a long time ago.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that
already.
weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking.
Half the point of this series for me has been going through the games, having played at least the main line, like numbered Metal Gear Solid games.
Once we've
all
confirmed
the
the
way
rescue
through.
of Sokolov, stand by
Seeing
at the
different
recovery
bits of
point.
the story I
The
pick up
recovery
on.
balloon will be dropped at that point.
Different
Helium
nuances
will
of
be pumped
characters.
into the balloon to inflate
How
it.
much
The
I even
process takes
remember.
about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar
Here we
with the
get Fulton.
theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proof.
I wouldn't want to try it.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
Oh, good to know.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons,
Big
as well as
guns.
two 40mm machine guns.
Big guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
Yeah.
But if anything
Snake's got his
goes
mind
wrong,
in the right place.
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Great. We can do that. So yeah, this game, unlike at least the first two Metal Gear Solid games, don't spend a whole lot of it inside. It's not entirely outside, but it's a bit different. There's something. I think we have to pick that up at some point. Probably our equipment. He loves that pose in this shot. There we go. Can you imagine, like, watching somebody actually get up like that? Just be like, what? Really? Sure. Guess so. Ah, a hero. The one everybody wanted. Good old Raiden. Or not quite. Close enough, though, to be honest. And we have, remember, the basics of CQC. We have rolls, we have crawls, we have stands, we have action, we have that button. And we have a camera. So, I think somewhere over this way. And it begins. Okay.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on.
I got a
You're
naked
not
snake.
to mention your real name.
I couldn't resist, I'm sorry.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
It wouldn't be the first
I'm
time
glad
he's
to hear
pulled
that.
that trick.
I don't know if I'd ever order
And
one in a
Raiden was
restaurant,
originally
Be
referred to as
careful,
Snake
you
at the
might
start
not
of
have a
MGS2.
choice.
but What about you,
Well,
Major?
at the start of his section
What
of
should I call
MGS2.
you?
Let's see.
But
I'll be
Koji
Tom.
does fucking with
Call
people.
me Major Tom.
So, Major Tom.
Oh, and Snake.
Ground
Yeah.
control calls.
The crew isn't watching anymore. You can take off the disguise now.
Good idea.
Lives in Portsmouth.
This isn't right. Time for the snake to shed his skin.
Take off the disguise, Snake. Koji could not resist. Like, you can just see him there. Get super excited about just bullshitting everybody. And it's like, nah. There we go. How about that? Ah, look at them beautiful eyes. He's a gorgeous man, is Snake. Truly the height of manliness. No, Raiden isn't even born yet. This is in 1964 or 65. Bamboozled indeed.
Can you hear me, Major Tom? This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
Forgot he's called
This
fucking
will
Major
be
Tom.
a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality.
A video feed.
In other
yeah,
words,
back in the 60s.
weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Not completely.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've
You're
been
in for
issued
a
a knife
treat
and a
then.
tranquilizer gun. Use
You
them
sound
to
like
hunt
someone
for
that
food.
should stick around
You'll
on
also
Mondays
find
at
some
6
medical
o'clock.
supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the
This
backpack.
series is a treat.
I lost it in a tree on the way down.
Sure did.
I see. Well,
We
we
can
better
get
go back
video
and get
feed
it.
here though. But
You know
that's
where it is?
the game being a game.
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
See it from here apparently though. I'm looking forward to
Climb
playing
a tree,
MGS5 again.
stand in front
I
of
did
the
enjoy
tree
that game.
that's covered in ivy and
Very
press
different to
the
the rest of
action
them, but
button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship.
out of the way.
My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Okay. Go get your backpack. Did they send us back to... You moved me backwards, I swear. Anyway. Yeah, in this one, for anyone that is to start, we're actually playing as the person who would later, in Metal Gear, become Big Boss. This is the original Snake, the one whose DNA was used to recreate, clone, fuck around with and create the Les Enfants Terribles, which are solid, liquid and solid as Snake. So this is their progenitor. And this is chronologically in universe, I believe, his first outing in the series. Nope. Not that way. Sure. There we go. Is it that branch up there? Crawl underneath. I'll get used to the controls again at some point. How's the sound levels, by the way? Since I've moved everything else around, it's kind of hard to be certain. Obviously, it sounds about right on my end, but... can we climb there? Yes, we can. I feel like this little bit at the start here got me stuck pretty bad on my first playthrough. Because imagine doing this on a tiny, like, 20-inch, if that, CRT in low res, and you're just looking around for this. Which I guess is why they put the video. But yeah, we have our stuffs.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same
Don't
thing
know how
from
I feel
item.
about the
Got it. Use the
in-universe
survival
menu
viewer
explanations.
Yep, that's right. Survival is
In one
fundamental
sense, it's kind
to
of
this
funny,
mission.
but it's also a bit immersion
After you've
breaking.
been out in the field for a while, your stamina
I
will
think it
start
works
to
for
drop.
Metal Gear though.
If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly.
Yep.
Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna.
Eat
You can
stuff.
use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun.
Hush puppies.
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire.
Yeah, they're
Once
not
its durability
permanent unlike
reaches
previous
zero,
games.
the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
Okay.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment. Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare.
Something tells me they're going
There
to
aren't
have
supposed to be
evidence
any
that I've
American
been through
soldiers in
here.
Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake,
It's a
in
sneaking
every
mission.
sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide
Kind of
capsule.
interesting.
Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Yup.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead.
That
So
thing
how
is
do I
super
come
useful.
back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state
worries,
of false
Kasia.
death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct.
Wouldn't be Metal
the
Gear if
mission
you could.
rests entirely
Well,
in your
actually,
hands.
MGS5, I guess you could call a lot of
Real
reinforcements.
one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you.
His
This time,
Team Codex
survival
squad.
is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
Ain't that convenient?
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
I forgot.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
Mr.
My
Snake.
name, huh?
Mr.
It's
Snake is my
John
father,
Doe.
thank you.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
Good old Jane.
I wasn't joking.
Yeah,
but I'll
kind
tell
of
you
on
my
the
name
nose,
only
isn't
if
it?
you manage to make it back
Probably a
alive.
lot funnier if you're Japanese.
My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
Like that sultry
So
over the
saving
shoulder
lets
look.
me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Who's
Speaking
that?
of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you?
The boss.
A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the
Yeah,
boss
she's
that
alright.
got the DCI's
Never really
authorization
get
in
to
the
see her
first place.
properly, I don't think. But
She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
so yeah, this
Boss
person's
is-
important.
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
There we go.
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can
Unknown,
tell just by the sound of my
unknown.
voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No. I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques.
Everything we needed
I
to
taught
know.
you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier?
Snake
I
has
can't
mommy
teach you that.
issues.
A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to
Sure.
me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the
Yeah, a
times.
little bit.
Yesterday's good.
They
might
all
be
are, except for
tomorrow's
5.
evil.
Is that why
Four's
you
the
abandoned
worst.
me?
No, it had nothing to do with you.
Many parts of
I
4 my
already
controller
told you,
turned
Jack.
off because it was
I
more
was
than
on
10
a top
minutes
secret
without
mission.
doing anything.
A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given.
But at
It's
least
not
that
his
was
place
actual
to question
cutscenes rather
why.
than just
But
this.
you're looking for a reason to fight.
But
You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier
quite
is
a
a political
soldier.
tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission.
It's kind
He
of
has no
detachment
enemies
is,
and no friends. Only the mission.
I
You
know.
follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I mean, she's
I
not
do
wrong,
whatever I
but
have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's
just
a saying
another
in the
man with a
Orient,
gun.
loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times.
Very unlike the theme
People's
of the last
values
game.
change over time, and so do the leaders of a country.
I'll follow blindly.
So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's
can be a
supposed to
bit.
think.
The only thing we can believe in
But
with absolute certainty
What's
is the
interesting
mission,
looking
Jack.
back is
All right.
this
but
is
do me a
essentially
favor.
What is it?
the
Call me
founding
Snake.
conversations that end
Snake.
up turning into
Oh, right.
the basis
Your
of
codename
like
is
Diamond
Snake.
Dogs and
It suits you well.
Militaire Sans Frontières.
That's right. The legendary
Soldiers Without
unit that
Borders.
the boss put together during World War II was a
Kind
snake.
of interesting.
The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world.
Yeah.
As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
The
Yes,
boss.
It's good to
Precursor
hear
to
your
being
voice
boss.
again.
same here.
Boss.
After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come
Remember
in
your
handy.
CQC.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry.
More
I'll
used to
be
fighting
here
with
to
a
help
gun.
you
You know,
remember.
those modern
After all,
inventions
this
that are
is your
super
first
useful.
actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard
Well, we're
a
flying over
Permian-class
Pakistan.
submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80.
yeah.
Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
I guess
Your
we
mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
didn't sound like a Pakistan
Dr.
place
Sokolov
name.
is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position.
Selino Yask.
Avoid heavy
Yeah,
combat
I
and
don't
don't
know.
let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
But we're in Soviet airspace, so yeah.
Snake,
Fuck knows.
try to remember some
Maybe
of the
there were random
basics of
time skips.
CQC.
But we have a knife.
Commencing virtuous mission. Now.
Virtuous mission. Hung like a frog. Hype for Metal Gear Survive. I saw some of Liam from Rising Super Stream. He was playing some of that on the beta. Because I'd kind of written it off. But if you don't go into expecting a Metal Gear game, oh, that pose is so weird. It's like a T-Rex pose. Yeah, if you don't go into it looking for Metal Gear so much, but you want just something Metal Gear flavoured, seems pretty good. Still have directional mic though. We have a knife. Yeah, it looks like a fun co-op game. Sonar, motion detector, revival pill, fake death pill, cigar, scope, sure, which leaves. camo has all of this stuff going on. You can put the mask back on just for funsies. But it also adjusts, so you see you have your camouflage rating at the top right. Basically, the higher it is, the less likely the guards are going to detect you. But it changes by area and even within like little parts of areas. Like if you're just in a patch of dirt with no grass, even if there's grass all around you, it's going to be like, nope. It shows the values and everything. You can spend a lot of time faffing with this at all times to get the highest value possible, but for the most part, I'm probably just not going to worry about it that much. Unless it's becoming a serious issue. So, now that we have a gun, we have a different little CQC. Wonder if I can chain that together on people. Maybe more effective than the combo. Right, so we went up that side, yep, to get our backpack. Which theoretically, at least, means ahead is going to be progress. But yeah, have you tried the beta? Is it a beta? Some form of demo anyway. Between trying to find time to stream, do other stuff, and because it's also been Dissidia, which I haven't got around to playing yet, and Monster Hunter, which I had like half an hour on. Well, I'm fairly sure I'm going to buy that one anyway. Probably on PC when it comes out. I see gators. Or crocs. Alligators? Crocs have wider mouths, right? Or am I getting this backwards? Anyway. I assume this is going to be bad times. And I'm also going to assume that where I want to go is directly over. This is no good. This is potentially going to be no good at all. Oh, am I drowning? I may be drowning. I drowned. I wasn't expecting that, I'm not going to lie. That was a lot earlier than I thought, so that was Metal Gear Snake Eater. Yeah.
Snake, get up! Snake! Snake!
Oh, just in time, Kasia. Right. That gives me a convenient moment because I kind of need to shoot to the lav real quick. I'll be like a minute tops. Hug on, guys. Okay then. Okay. Yeah, don't worry, that was only the first death. There'll be plenty more. Plenty more. So, number one with a bullet, don't drown in the mud. Okay. But yeah, welcome back, Kasia. Chances of running past all the crocs? There sure are a lot of them. I have 41 shots. How do I remove the suppressor? With X. Probably don't need to worry about that right now. So. Let's get him. I think I see one over there. Am I imagining it? Let's get you. Let's also get you. Ow! I shouldn't have stopped to inspect. That was stupid. But overall that went a lot better. And that refills. Cool. He's not dead. He just went to sleep. I only have my hush puppy, remember? See the Z's, and the other one in fact woke up and took a swipe at me. Pain in the ass that he is. Maybe we could have a look at that now that I think about it. It's not on yet. Or is it? Nope, that's just the viewer. Amazing. What everybody wanted. No, I don't think we have to worry about the healing stuff at the moment. Now that you can feed a croco with a grenade. I was not aware of that. Or at least I can't remember it. It's good to know though. Maybe at some point when I want to go really loud I'll try that. But that feels a little bit mean. A little bit mean. Don't worry guys, you thought I was going to have to do gameplay? No. Still managed to find that tiny segment of said gameplay, but... You know, I just thought it was getting deeper because I was going towards the centre and I thought I was going to walk out again.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
I might have to do it at least to have a look. To watch
Snake,
it.
your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of
Did
international
you already
law.
tell us this?
We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission.
Almost certainly engage them in battle at least.
The Major is
at
right.
least once.
The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission
Maybe
depends
we
on
can't
how
in this
well
part.
you use your
Maybe that's later.
camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting
I've already done
camouflage
this.
from the survival viewer. The
Suppose I
uniform
should've
option lets you pick your
just let them
uniform,
do their
while the
tutorial on the
face option
subject.
lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage
But
that
then I
blends in
suppose
with
to be
your
fair,
surroundings will
accessibility,
help you
particularly for
conceal
this
yourself
game,
more
can be
effectively.
a bit rough for players that don't follow the series.
Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if
Yeah,
you
no shit.
crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed.
Basic stuff, really. I mean, I'll still fail at the basic stuff.
You can
but it
see
is
how
basic
effective
stuff.
your camouflage is by looking at the camo index.
Yep.
The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area.
Yep.
The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature.
One with nature.
Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Okay. So, guess that means our first, yeah. Actual enemies. Can we? I assume we can. Please? Thank you. We got bug juice. I can totally see you. Okay. Sure. No idea what bug juice does. Guess I'm forgetting about some crafting aspect. So you see our camo index shoots up to 90% when we're laying down in the grass. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. See the flashing radio on their shoulders, by the way. Since one tactic is, like, if you could shoot out their radio, they can't call for backup and set off an alarm. No, I want it. Their hearing, not great. Which, to be fair, in MGS 1 and 2, like MGS 1 they were genome soldiers who were super trained, and MGS 2 they were Russian private military. Shit. Well, that went well.
This is HQ.
Our life just got harder. They didn't fall for that for like very long. We're okay. We're okay. It's a sneaking mission. We're okay. I can probably just run away, right? Yeah, that seems to work. They're throwing grenades and shit. They have no chance. I'm just gonna hang out here a little bit. Does anyone feel like just running past me? But they're not allowed to know we're here. We're basically the incarnation of stealth.
HQ, HQ.
This is
Oh,
HQ.
okay, fair enough. I'll see you tomorrow then. Have a good one.
Lost sight of the intruder, going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
I think I'm gonna move out. Wait, is that back? No, that's back. This is forwards. No, this is back. I ran back because there's the fucking thing I crawled through. Ugh. Did I really do a loop? I did do a loop. This music's really good though. Is he gonna walk into me and...
Is somebody there? Who's that?
Oh dear. Oh dear. No, get up, please, Snake. I'm gonna run away again. Let's see how this goes. Oh no, not well. Not well is the answer. Oh no. Oh no. Please fall asleep. No! No! Sneaking mission, come on. Oh god. I really want to just let myself die at this point. Can't even find the fucking way out. There we go. We're fine. We're fine. Like a ninja. Still on the alert. I don't think these guys can actually see me. Maybe they can. I think he's now down. Maybe they don't know where I am. I can't entirely tell. Oh, they're gonna find me. I'm just gonna run. How about run? I'm gonna do that. Consider this starting section a write-off in terms of actually being stealthy. Once upon a time, I would sit and redo sections like this to get it perfectly ghost every time. But I don't really have that patience anymore. We're taking it easy, and I want to see the story more than anything. And have fun boss fights. But if I can blag running through sections, I'll do it.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight.
Not surprising.
There
Who
are
do we see?
sentries posted around the perimeter.
Everyone with
I
the
wonder how many
radios.
are inside.
If only we had some kind of
Your
wall-penetrating
objective,
radar.
Sokolov, is inside the factory.
Soliton
They should
radar.
be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Northeast.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger.
No danger at all.
Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
I love you.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
No, near enough.
Is that all?
Yes.
Poor Major Tom.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Okay, well, it's reset the alert status at least already. Can I please crawl? Okay. Maybe I just keep going around the edge here. Keep going. Crawling like the snake you are. Northeast, right. Is there a map? That's Codec, of course. Major Tom, paramedic in the bottom. You know what? I haven't saved yet. Let's
Saving
save.
the game, Snake?
Yeah, why not? Checking hard disk drive. Come on. Really? There we go.
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla King
I
of
have. I
No,
love
what is
Godzilla.
it?
It's a
I mean,
movie.
don't love,
you
but-
haven't seen it?
Yeah, classic shit.
It's about this monster called Godzilla, who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
Yeah.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
What?
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
Maybe that's why my
I know.
pants have
So
been
then
so
what
tight.
happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop
Oh.
the monster. Dr.
Nuclear
Shirazawa
making
develops a
things
new
bigger,
type of weapon.
yeah,
But
okay.
meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path.
Yeah, it is.
It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version too.
Gojira.
I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance.
Oh, yeah?
It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke
Yes.
message as well.
Very much
Where
running
can I
through the
see the
entirety of
original?
Godzilla.
You'll just have to go to Japan.
The core concept.
That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Everybody loves Godzilla.
Still to this
You
day.
sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll
Snake's
tell
not
you
big into
everything I know.
Netflix and chill.
When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
Sure. Sure. Anyway. Oh shit, I probably didn't actually want to get up. It's a good thing I didn't. I was looking for a map. Map. There we go. Northeast. We are going around the correct way then. I wish there was at least some kind of rudimentary compass somewhere I could just check on. Where is he? He's just casually strolling alongside us with his AK. I don't feel as confident that I can just crawl out in front of him without problems. There we go. However, now that he's turned around, can I? Can I not crawl? Or climb rather? Shit. No! I'm no, fuck's sake. I love Metal Gear, but I don't half wish I was better at it. I'm just gonna die. It's gonna be the easiest option right now. It actually takes a surprising amount of time to kill me though. I don't want the ball. Grab a grenade. Ow. I have a knife. Oh wow. That's actually kind of OP. I need to remember to use that. I'm not bothered about playing non-lethal for the majority of the game. If they come out with a gun, I'm prepared to kill them. I'm going to try for at least the boss with the special item. Well, I think they all actually have special drops for killing them non-lethally. In fact, can I just run past? Let's try and find a faster route. Go that way? Come on. Where are you gonna go? You gonna stay facing that way?
Who's that?
Damn it! This is all the bad times. Couldn't be going much worse. Let's have a conversation. This is definitely the time for an in-depth conversation.
Do you read? Snake.
Major.
Snake, are you all right?
You're not allowed to know we're here. Remember, cause an international incident.
You're far from okay. Look at your life gauge. You're on your last leg.
Am I?
No. I can still...
Didn't think I've been hit that much.
Snake, this is a solo sneaking mission. Do you know what that
Or
means?
is this healing tutorial time?
No, you don't.
Huh?
It means there's no backup, no cavalry. If you're taken out, nobody is there to take your place.
Got it.
Pull out for now and recuperate.
Find a hiding place and get some rest.
That's what
your
she
life
said?
gauge will gradually recover with time. But the speed of your life gauge recovery depends on the level of your stamina gauge. So get plenty to eat
He's
and get
so
some
good at
rest. You hear me? Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. Now don't mind me while I run away a little bit. SP Mark 22. Oh, is that a backup suppressor? Yeah, I guess so. No! No! Eventually I'll run away and you won't see me. I'll be gone. Like right here. No one will ever see me coming. Oh, he saw me. That was meant to be literally impossible. Let's die again and see if we can actually do it better. And I know I can skip that code without worrying about it. Just come on, dude. Seriously. Thank you. Bit more careful planning a route, maybe. Thing is, I don't want to spend forever looking and planning a route because it's kind of boring, but then I guess so is dying over and over. Rapidly. Huh? Fuck's sake. You know what? Is it just a reset? No. Maybe if I just run out again. So bad. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. I want to say I'm not usually as bad, but I probably am. Probably just slightly less salt otherwise. Reset, please. Maybe. At least be faster than dying. No. No. They aggro between scenes and it does not cancel it. It did seem like that would be too easy. There's no way I'm going to evade. It'll take forever even if I do. Yeah, whatever. Came up behind me. One more time then. Come on, buddies. Come on. Thank you. Yes, it is very shocking that you killed me. I do wonder if for my means I should have just turned the difficulty down. think greater familiarity with the controls may help. Okay. Well, maybe I just go with my classic plan and knock everybody unconscious. Huh? Did that even hit?
Just my imagination.
Really? Just your imagination if something stabs you. Okay. There we go. That's a start. That's 2 fewer people to immediately chase me. I'm just gonna keep crawling, slow and steady. Maybe this time we actually make it. Hear a lot of creaking and beeping.
What was that?
Who's that?
Damn it! I hate, that's the worst when you're trying to get it up and your game's just like, no.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
Fuck's sake. I'm getting kind of fed up with this starting bit at this point, to be quite honest. I'm sure you guys are too. Where? I may even just take the silencer off and hush puppy everybody. Fuck's sake. At least with corridors, there's specific angles. This is the worst. This is actually the worst. Fuck my life. All the explosions going off behind me. Maybe I can hide out here for a little bit. Probably not. There's so many of them. So many. They're completely onto me.
I see him.
No! Don't get... Let's see. Try and move before I'm actually stood up. Sure. I'm just gonna hoof it. How about we just hoof it? Are you serious? Okay. Game's like, nah. Get good. Although now I guess I've actually found a way that is potentially less aggro. Am I healing up a little bit? Will it stop the beeping? It will. Okay. We're not getting shot right now, so call that a win. I'm going to do that just because I kind of want to. Screw that guy, and also screw this other guy.
Imagination.
Possibly screw
This is HQ.
the third guy that's not there.
Patrol here.
Yeah, you have.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Got the snake. Snake H. Okay.
What's wrong?
Can I keep it? Interesting achievement. Trophy, rather, I guess. Are you going to go to sleep? Surely? We're just going to have a pile of corpses here. Asleep people at some point. Where am I and where do I want to come out? That hole. That looks tempting. What do we got? Is that actually a thing? Can I not? Definitely looked like a thing, but oh god, and the snake. I'm kind of worried about these biting me and poisoning me. I seem to recall that being a thing. I'd rather not bite snakes as well as everything else. Let's get out. Play a little bit more safe. What I'd give for some nice vision cones right now. Wonder how I switch around the corner quickly. There's got to be a button for it, right?
Huh?
Oh god. That was the button. Wish I hadn't found it. Go back so I can test it again. That's how it's done. Okay. Let's try this again, why don't we? He's back in his little position and he has a buddy as well. Of course he does. Gonna have to do this quick.
Who's that? What's going on?
Or fuck it up. Or fuck it up. Okay. Back in our little hidey hole. Come out a different one. Let's play guerrilla warfare. If that's how they want to do it, that's how we're going to do it. Eventually, literally everybody will be unconscious. They won't be able to send any more. There's us pressing on, but you know what, fuck it. Uh-huh. They're so angry. It takes a very long time for them to fall asleep. From a shot in the leg, anyway. Calm down faster, please. I'm seriously not going to go unconscious at all. There we go. What are they shooting at? Is it supposed to be me? Honestly, can't even tell anymore. Oh, hello. I saw him run past. Can I not? Oh, shit. Whoops. You know what? I'm gonna do it. It's wasteful, but I really need to just get through this section, to be honest.
This is HQ.
Control here. We've lost sight of the enemy. We're going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Can't go get the guy while I'm in caution. Can I get up? Is this the intended route? An intended route? I'm gonna crawl. I have no faith in having any luck of stuff not seeing me. Yeah, there we go. As I'm up here. This is interesting though. So where is it we're meant to go? Pretty much behind where we're laying now. So over there? Once it's no longer caution, that is. So I guess we hang out here for a little bit. I don't think anybody's going to be able to see us. Let's listen to the bird. This may actually be more useful than I thought. Oh, why is the caution reset? Is it because of one of the guys I put to sleep? I probably shouldn't have dicked around. I couldn't resist. I never can resist. Please don't think to come up the ladder, guys. Okay. I do wonder how many of them are around. If I could actually take them out. Or if that's just asking for more trouble than it's worth. The answer is probably yes, about it being trouble. That's him woken up again. Yeah, it's just going to be more and more woken up, and it's going to keep extending the period. Let's hang out for a minute. Let's hang out about it. So yeah. Apologies, very slow intro to the game, but that's my fault, not the game's really. Yeah. This is actually going to be a minute and a half of waiting. That kind of sucks. I don't fancy my chances taking out like 4 guys without setting off an alarm. I'm not going to catch the bird while crawling. I'm going to have a Haribo. That'll do me. At least they don't react to the bird flying away. I want to get him, he's on his own. It is very much not the smart play. Yeah, I'm sorry, Omega. Just every time I try and do something to speed it up, it ends up making it take way longer. Oh, he noticed the birds. Oh god. Really? It's just gonna happen now.
There's nothing here.
Okay. Bento Oreo. Rings a bell, remind me? Can't say I remember exactly what that is. Have heard, I definitely know I've heard about the Boku no... or My Hero Academia, whichever way you want it. Ah, that's right. Yes. Why did Caution go longer? Oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, of course they're going to keep going with JoJo. It's only getting bigger and bigger numbers now. It's gone past its sort, because the first couple of seasons are a bit odd with it, aren't they? The first couple of arcs. Then it starts getting more, I don't know, saleable, I guess. Marketable. Mass marketable, anyway. As crazy as stands are. I don't know, to be honest. Like, young Joseph's willingness to just run away from any situation is kind of funny. I can definitely appreciate it, but I don't know. Josuke's kind of cool. Come on. At least let this be the final countdown. But yeah, is the... I haven't really looked into the I know there's a Hero Academia game coming out. I didn't really pay attention to who was doing it. Is it CyberConnect, the same guys who do most of, frankly, the anime video games? Not that they're bad, I kind of enjoyed some of the Naruto ones. They're probably actually, ironically, the best way of consuming the plot. Because they cut out the filler. Or at least certain games cut out the filler pretty well. Yeah, no one really seems a huge fan of Jonathan. Part 4 Jotaro though. I guess so. But I don't know, he's just kind of... Bit too classic brooding anime hero. Hierophant Green.
HQ.
Okay.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. Unable to locate the problem.
Yeah, F
Understood.
off.
Return to your position.
You know what I'm really worried about now? Me dropping down to do the objective and immediately getting spotted. I really don't want that. R2 for downwards. No? Where is the dude then? Should he not be down below? Yeah, I guess so, but I don't know. It's no giant ghost cruise ship. The greatest stand ever. I really want to take him out. So yeah, maybe that'll fuck me over, but we'll see. Kind of want to crawl down. Dropping down may be easier. Killer Queen's definitely at least one of the best. Who else can I see? You're leaving.
What's wrong?
Oh no. Nailed it. Saved it. We're fine. It's all completely fine. Oh, let's find Sokolov. Don't get spotted by randos. It's got to be through that door, right? That looks like a plot door. Yes! Plot door. That deserves me treating myself to another sweetie. Konosuba. I've not watched Konosuba yet. As time's gone on, I've become more particular about what animes I will and won't watch because there's just so much out there now. I have no doubt a lot of good stuff is passing me by the wayside, but...
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent.
You look so
I've come to escort
CIA.
you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Major Zero.
Zero?
Not
I
that
have
far
a message
off.
from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word.
Oh, I.
But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him.
Do you know
as
that name?
Thunderbolt.
From MGS5.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a
Colonel
member of the Army's
Volgin.
extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West.
Sure.
Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities,
More plot dump.
Khrushchev has
Mixing
managed
it
to
with just
suppress
enough
the
real
opposition
world.
so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top
it's
of
a very
that,
particularly,
the tragedy last
particularly
November.
President Kennedy's
lit
assassination.
plot door. That's what gave it away.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power, by
Yeah,
rallying the
that's how
anti-government
Snake's
forces,
side of these
overthrowing
discussions go.
Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel
Somebody else does a plot dump rather.
He has control
He
over
just picks
another
out some
secret
key
weapons
nouns and
research
repeats them.
facility much like this one, OKB
Just about passes for a
known
question.
as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
Bid for power? Sure. That sounds sufficiently, bad.
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move.
I don't know, it's kind of, this stuff just starts to wash over you after a while. These bits are more interesting.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep
Slightly.
me inside.
Still wish he'd get on with it.
Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem.
So it would seem. I think I'm going to have to learn to get really good at quick shooting in this.
I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
It's a lot easier in 5 when you have the slow-mo.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb.
Are they meant to be currently
Where did you
speaking
learn
in
to
Russian?
Speak it.
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's
Or is this what
truly a
Russian sounds
frightening
like?
country.
And I don't realise. Is Russian in fact the same as
Having
English?
second thoughts.
Has everyone been conning me this entire time?
I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Maybe that's the case. Who'd have thought?
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Doing
Good
fine.
work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll
All these
rendezvous
different
with you there.
accents together are starting to...
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I know they're a little
I
weird.
managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Probably just a weak signal. But yeah. There's the plot door. Look at those wall textures, particularly that light switch. Doesn't that look way better in HD? What can you do though? Looks fine from a distance, but when they get close in, it's obviously more noticeable given the quality of the models. What can you do? Apart from remake the entire game from scratch, I guess. He's ready with his kung fu. Go on, Sokolov. Oh, he's going to Kamehameha. You see that? He's preparing his wave beam attack. Fun fact, if we'd just waited a little longer, he would have simply used instant transmission to get out of there. She's a double agent and she'll beat him. What? The boss? Our mentor and hero? Surely not.
Freeze!
There we go. Guess more bad guys got here.
So this is the legendary boss.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
The legendary boss.
We meet at last.
Wonder who that could be.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Yeah,
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
indeed.
Soldier?
Hells yeah. Look how crisp and sharp he looks. There was that JoJo pose. And then we get the, yeah.
He's the Ocelot commander.
Kind of a bit boring at the moment, but
That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
voice sounds really weird though. Josh Keaton.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
An ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Wow. There he goes. Still a sharp shot though. Still using pistols, just not revolvers. Not a single one thinks to fire their gun in retaliation though. Ain't that convenient when you can scare people that much. Anime is happening. Anime. Here he goes. Ah, handy. As if, right? Rebound shots off like 2 different objects. Hells yeah, it's confusing. Gotta get my hat. Can't leave that behind.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov,
Sokolov's just there pissing himself. There's an ocelot pose. Is he trying to come on to us?
Are you?
There we go. He does it. There's the moment, guys. Ah, it's so stupid. It's so perfectly stupid. Wow.
GRU operatives?
Oh, so good.
What is that stance?
Why? Why would you ever do that?
That gun.
Yeah, but he didn't just meow.
If you're not the
So-
boss, then die.
Oh no, my gun jammed. CQC in super slow motion. Get owned. Dude,
Major!
for real.
Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Wrecked. May only be a trank gun. Wonder how much of this is actually taken from military CQC, like stuff you would actually see or use. I don't know. Do modern military still really train that much for close combat? I suppose at high levels they would. Why not? Put him out. There we go, okay, fair enough. Why? Why would you even try? Nice shot. Cleared your chamber, mate. Sorted your gun jamming problem.
Possible. You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil.
Shooting this mean
That's
stuff.
more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
He's like, maybe I'll use a revolver from now on then. Rip. Good night. Catch you later, Ocelot.
But that was some fancy shooting.
Wasn't bad.
You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. There we go. Catch some Z's, dude. It's gonna be counting kittens. Wow, wow. It's like, I don't know.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags.
Ground
These
control
guys
to
were
Major
after
Tom.
Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov.
Okay.
Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than
Even
Cuba.
hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Probably the
Sokolov ran off
snake
by
corpses
himself,
you're carrying
but
around.
I'll catch up to him.
We're counting
My
on
bad. Right. Hopefully. Yeah. There we go. Young gun. Totally worth it. I know I'm a child. It's fine. Right, before these guys start to get up, I guess we have to find Sokolov, and I may as well get the items from up here while I'm at it. I think there was another silencer and possibly some ammo. Yes, fair bit of ammo at that. Right, where's Sokolov? Anybody? Anyone? Don't suppose the map tells us. Destination. It does. It does. Ran away a long way, it seems. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, true, yeah. Well, these are less chapter names, more just area names, I assume. I haven't been reading them, to be honest. I probably should. I imagine there will be at least some Russian spoken in this, though.
Spetsnaz.
Maybe you'll get an inside scoop on the plot.
Offer. They're coming for me.
Big shocker, most of the enemies are Russian.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Oh yeah?
Look.
What's a backup? But what about that?
That's what they were making you build.
Wonder what you might call one of those.
The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Sure
Oh,
can.
yes. And without support from friendly units.
Look at
A
it.
nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
Very
Is
different,
that
of
thing
course, to the
finished?
later models.
No, this is only the end
But yeah.
of Phase 1.
Suppose you could probably call that a
It won't
Metal
be
Gear.
truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
Or at least a
The
very early
weapon's true
prototype.
form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it,
I don't know, we'll pay attention.
end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War.
Well, I'll pay attention to the English
Yes.
text at least.
And then the Age
My
of
Russian,
Fear
not so good.
will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die.
Oh no,
I wanted
poor
to see
Mr.
my
protecting
wife
his
and
own
child
interests.
again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Let's get him. Don't worry, we solve it here. There'll never be any more Metal Gears made if we just get this guy out. It'll all be okay. Right? Yeah, don't look down in that situation. For reals, you don't want to see what's over the edge. Yep. And there's the boss. What you doing, bossin? Laurie Allen. That's the name. Couldn't remember earlier.
Boss?
Don't know what you're talking about. What might you possibly be expecting now? Love how casually she just fucks him over. What's in the boxes?
Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
What's going on? This is all rather suspicious. I'm not a huge fan of wasps. These aren't bad, but wasps are vicious little shits.
Hornets?
Hornets. Here are pretty bad as well, though. There's our new/old version of Vamp, I guess. He just kind of gets carried around by the hornets. That guy controls the hornets. This could be like the anti-X-Men team at this point, to be honest. Like, if you put these guys in a Marvel film, it wouldn't be overly shocking. B-movie. Oh, I love B-movie. Way more than I should have. It wasn't an amazing film, but I really liked it. I like how his face is all like stung and blistered to fuck. Bit too much tie around the hornets, I guess.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
God, that voice.
We will fight with you once more.
Could not be more anime voices and characters.
Welcome back.
It's Emma Emmerich.
Now that all
God,
five
the
of
end
us
is
are
weird.
together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
I like jazz. Jazz is cool. To the depths of hell. Okay.
It's raining blood.
Is it? Seems like it's raining rain.
Is he crying?
There probably is. Who's the invisible guy? What? I'm not sure I remember.
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Oh, hello. Okay, so here we've got the shocker. Who can apparently manipulate electricity.
Joyful scene.
Don't know what Kuwabara means either.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my
This is
country.
Vogan.
And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is
Turn
a
himself
little
into
gift
an-
for my
yeah,
new
I mean-
hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads.
Can't imagine what they're planning with
This will be a
Sokolov and
fine
nukes.
gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Ice
Who
cream.
is
Oh,
he?
for real. That is the worst.
Another one of your disciples?
Although, actually, after this cutscene, I can show you something.
Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us cobras.
Snakes, cobras.
He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What
So
are you
anime.
talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Too slow. Wrecked. Yeah. Try that again. Kind of a metaphorical kicking the balls there. Just handle the gun and just chuck it at him. Broken arm. That'd suck. That'd really suck.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live.
Snake, I think you're in for a bad day. I think you are definitely in for what they call a bad day.
Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished.
Huh.
He must die.
He's preparing to use a super.
Wait. He's my
Charging up his
apprentice.
meter.
I'll take care of him.
Denied.
Jack, you can't come with us.
Poor Snake. Who to trust? This is my master, right? She broke my arm, but she surely wants the best for me. I'm sure she wouldn't do anything to... Oh. Oh wait, ow. Okay, sure. That's kind of mean. But what about... What about if I just... No? Okay. Oh. Oh, I got your bandana, but... oh. Guess I lost that one. This is gonna... yeah, hitting water from that height. I don't know, that might not be quite high enough, but falling like that, you may as well be hitting concrete for the most part. I'm guessing she's a triple agent now, are you? Interesting. Let's see how that plays out.
Are we done here?
But yeah, there's the origin of Snake's
Now,
bandana.
onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Sounds like Sagat. Tiger uppercut.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
It's funny because you say you've not seen Metal Gear apart from 5, but you've seen enough anime that you can pretty much predict everything that's going to happen in this plot. It's just funny and amusing, and it's just, I don't know, it is what it is. Metal Gear is Metal Gear. Metal Gear. There's nothing else quite like it, really. Shagohod means walker. Oh, is that Russian? Interesting. I assumed it was another Kojima invented word or something. Makes sense. The might want to answer that. No nano machines, inner ear nonsense, of course, at this time. Old-fashioned comms.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
A little bit. Not a whole lot.
You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over
Is this
before
a
you know
tutorial?
it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before.
Broken
Think
arm,
you can handle it?
chucked off a bridge.
Major,
Pretty bad.
the boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
First, open the survival viewer with the start button.
Oh, here we go. Okay, it is
If you
tutorial.
select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button.
So yeah, this
Your
is
injuries
kind of
include a
detailed.
fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment.
This is way more in depth than I was prepared for. I
Move
know
the
that
healing
when I
cursor
first
with
played
the left
this.
stick to the affected part
Particularly
of your
given
body.
my obvious
Once you've
predisposition to
selected
getting
the
into trouble.
affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button.
Dunno.
With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a
it's kinda
fastener
funny.
and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it.
Of course, I
For
tried it back in the
lacerations,
day on
only
PS2 and it was a lot
disinfectant to clean
easier
the
then to
wound,
just turn the
sutures
internal
to
clock
stitch it
forward,
up,
just in the
styptic to
system
slow the flow
settings.
of blood, and
like,
bandages
oh,
to
boss
wrap the
done.
wound. If you do
Well,
everything
I didn't do it because
mentioned,
it was
the
particularly
wound should heal
hard, just because I
completely.
was like, surely that doesn't. Oh, it does work.
Understood?
Yeah.
The age before
Stay with
internet
me.
videos to prove
Go
it. You
into
were
the
just like, I'll
survival
try
room
that.
and treat those wounds.
Cool. So we're kind of just piecing out here. Right. Let's go into surgery first. We were right. Suffering from a deep cut, bleeding, no bandage, no disinfectant. Deep cut bleeding. Deep cut, bleeding. Broken bone. Bone fractured, no bandage applied. So I guess... Can't splinter bone. You can't really bandage bone. You can't do anything with ribs, to be honest. Okay, it is splinter bandage, though. It's just generic, but... Yeah, kind of. Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of thing going on. So there's a little bit of a spoiler here, but it's mechanics rather than story. So there's one enemy who does more damage depending on, I think it's like how much damage you've done to NPCs throughout the game, like the enemies, soldiers. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that, particularly with the bosses. Right, we have another deep cut, so I guess treating venom, food poisoning, colds, stomach aches. Don't think any of these are particularly... Is it just a case of disinfect and bandage? Okay. And maybe something else? A styptic? Not ointment. I don't know, what else? Suture? Yeah, we'll suture it. Cool. Deep cut, bleeding, no bandage. Who wants first aid training thanks to Metal Gear? And then we disinfect. And then put a bandage and a styptic, and apparently that's fine. And I don't think it actually matters what order we do them in. Bandage, suture, disinfect, styptic. And that's another broken bone, so splint and bandage. But yeah. I don't know about Genius, but he is pretty good at a certain type of video game, shall we say. One that's more like his summer blockbuster. More interactive story than video game necessarily a lot of the time. Particularly MGS4. We just did this. We just did this in the menu. It wasn't that good enough. But yeah, already looking kind of wrecked there, Snake. Just a few bandages.
Good job, Snake.
I still strongly suspect he's going to go way overboard on Death Stranding without
Can you set it up?
people like definitively holding him back and saying no, cut it out. Like rightly or wrongly, Konami were doing that. Hence the falling out to an extent. Where am I looking? I don't know, it's going to be interesting and I'll definitely play that game. But I don't know how much of a game and less of a experience it's going to be. Rather more of an experience, less of a video game. Just carrying the Metal Gear around. Well, I think that second word in Russian said tank. I worked out that bit. First part, no idea. Bye. Now is it a high D or a K68 Kasatka? No. Guess we don't get a highly over the top readout of the helicopter type. Not in this game. Not yet. Oh, look at him, he's so upset. Getting his ass handed to him by Snake. you see some of the characters in the back there as well. Volgin, you're an animal.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras,
We have a rocket launcher and a nuke.
I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
Can't think who the blondie is.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Does have a nuke in a briefcase, yes.
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
Oh, yeah. And Ocelot's not being creepy by sniffing around her at all. Cute.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her.
Huh.
Not so fast, my dear.
What's she gonna grab? Lipstick.
A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
Wait,
We
is
may
that
be able to use her.
a shotgun shell in a lipstick case?
She has
Too many hot singles. Sure are. She has spunk. Oh no, it's already ruined then. She already has spunk. Oh my.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility.
Dude, this seems like a bad plan.
New toy and try.
This is such a dumb plan.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American.
Yeah, probably.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the alibi.
Colonel!
Yeah, I guess so. But, yeah. I'm just gonna fire a nuke from a handheld RPG launcher and... that'll be fine, right? We're far enough away. Surely that won't be a problem. I mean, we're also killing a lot of fellow Russians. But they don't agree with us, so that also makes it fine, I guess. Ocelot seems to be the only one that doesn't agree. Yeah, I feel like that's death at that point. Well, I guess it depends on the size of the nuke, but... Doesn't seem like he's actually that far away. No. Yeah. Okay. So I believe that is the conclusion of the Virtuous mission. So like MGS2, it's kind of split into two sections. You have the opening segment, which is kind of short, sets up the story, and then we're going to have the main chunk of the game where we're going to switch over to Raiden. Here we go. Best song in Metal Gear. Hang on.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill.
What a thrill.
I'm searching and I'm melting.
If you've never heard this before, you are in for such a treat.
What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
Oh, get words.
I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
This is almost certainly gonna cement this in my personal video game soundtrack playlist again. Oh, that's too much down. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'd say they pulled off the Bond style opening. in a dream, snake eater.
Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog.
Someday you'll feed on a tree frog.
The trial to survive for the day we see new life. I give my life not for honor but for you. In my time there'll be no one else.
I love this song.
It's the way I'd like to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
I can't sing, I know this. I'm not going to try and hold it like she does. Still in a dream, snake eater. Beautiful. Snake eater. Such a song. Such a song. What an intro. What an intro. God damn you, Koji. Sure know how to frame things. So 1 week later, 1964, Arctic Ocean airspace.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace.
Again.
Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems.
Just realised how similar this is to the start of Metal Gear Rising, weirdly enough.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here.
Okay.
We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission.
So yeah, that was the Virtuous mission.
So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with our mission.
Omega, you madman!
This is our last chance.
Thank you very much. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it a lot, but thank you. If that's for more singing, you're going to be very disappointed with the results.
So how does it feel
I'll
to
just
be
say
a
that
patient
right
in one
now.
of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
Okay.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to
okay
make a
then.
national hero out of this.
You don't want to encourage me to sing more. I will do it, and it is awful.
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds.
Okay.
The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
This is the Major Zero from MGS3, by the way.
Situation has changed.
At least in the tapes.
We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
You know what I mean.
Kind of chance.
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
It's a really interesting way of doing these scenes.
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger.
Oh, of course, because we weren't exactly
Yesterday,
that secret.
the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
Don't know if that's the right president.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to
I
President
assume it
Johnson.
is.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
I know more about Khrushchev than
A
Johnson.
few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754,
Oh, yeah,
was
explain away the
destroyed
nuke.
in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you?
Give us the blame.
Retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
Meanwhile, in
I should have
the airplane
contacted
flying
you
towards its
myself.
destination.
Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
Yeah.
No.
Trade
So
your base
you
for the
haven't
boss.
heard that. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
That's a mouthful.
Volgin. Of the
Yevgeny.
Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss.
Can you imagine that
Living
on an
legend.
actual, like,
During World
phone
War
call
II,
between
she
world
was the
leaders?
one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean
What's that mean?
the boss? The mother of your
Voyevoda.
special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear
Mother of
shells
special
along with her.
forces.
The boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
Yeah, it's kind of what Kojima
I'm
does,
afraid
isn't it?
so.
He kind
I
of mixes
believe
it
they
through
were a
with
gift
history,
for her new host.
lends it a bit more of a legitimacy.
The Davy Crockett Atomic
Davy
Battle Group
Crockett.
delivery system was completed 2 years ago.
Such a ridiculous idea.
Serious
It's
problems
basically a
were
Fat
found
Man
with the
launcher.
launcher's range and precision. Although they were
War
mass-produced,
chief.
they've
Okay.
never been deployed in battle.
Makes sense.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took
Still
them
got one
with her
left.
as gift when she defected.
That's what that means.
Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government
No one
denies
could follow
any
the giant
involvement
flying
in the
Metal
affair.
Gear.
Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace.
It was sightseeing.
And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me
Good
to
old
believe
plausible
that this was all
deniability.
the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The
I
Army
don't
insists
know.
that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You
It's a
have
good thing this
one
kind of shit
week.
isn't kicking off
You
nowadays,
must
isn't
catch
it?
the boss
Can you imagine
yourselves
if it
and
was
recover
like
the remaining nuclear device?
the Cold War and
Then
Trump
you must find some way
was
to
in charge
prove
of
your
diplomatizing
innocence.
with the Russians, with
Prove our
Russian leadership, Soviet leadership,
Yes,
more to the point. It's like,
preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not
Slaps his dick
merely
on the
another
table.
one of your tricks.
I'm so waiting
Boss
for the
should
moment
be
he does
close to
that. I
Colonel
really am.
Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not
Just walks
expect
into
too
the
much
UN,
if I were you.
slam.
The political
It's a bit of a-
situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have
This has
only
been going on a
1
while.
week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
Didn't think there was this much
What is that
cutscene
supposed to
and
mean?
exposition in this particular game,
Nothing.
but
Means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
okay.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
So basically, we have to prove
A
that
nuclear attack on the United States?
the U.S. government wasn't responsible for launching
Leave
nukes
the
in
disposal
Russia
of this
or Russian
situation
territory.
entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal.
If you
Clean
fail,
up the mess.
it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
Put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
Okay.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence.
Well, that'd be easy, won't it? It's not like she completely kicked our ass the last time.
The higher-ups have decided that you're
Mother
the
of
only
Special
one
Forces and all
capable of
that.
pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Yeah, piece of cake, right?
Are the
Plot's
Russians
very
going to be
shallow.
helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications
That
satellites.
plane also
so
looks
that
way
you and
too
I can
advanced
talk
for the
to each other.
60s. Way too advanced.
That's it?
They've also put us in
But
touch with a
maybe I'm
couple of insiders.
underestimating.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely.
I don't
Since
know
then,
enough about the
they've
actual
apparently
history
been
to know
training
which
with
parts
the
of this are
KGB
true and
for
not.
exactly this kind of situation. Their code names
Flying
are
upside
Adam
down,
and
that's
Eve.
fine.
I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Vulcan's ranks.
Adam and
I've also
Eva.
arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Yeah, that's so the entry method for MGS Rising. I've forgotten about this. Russian mix?
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3.
That's pretty
Bearing
fast.
south. I'm about to lose it.
I don't think Sniper Wolf is born yet either. Shadow Moses took place in 98, 97? I think. Where Ava isn't dissimilar. If you like Sniper Wolf, I think you will like Ava. What a way to land. Surely just ditching a plane into the ground causes a lot of debris and questions though? Oh, you've been looking at figures. Yeah. Ava's pretty saucy. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that's an animated up version of Eva. I'll spoil that for you a little bit there. She's not quite that saucy in the game.
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
Wouldn't fit the style if nothing else if she looked like that.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally,
Find the walker.
eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Snake
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
So
I
if
know.
you finished
That was the
MGS5,
Kremlin's
how much did you
Demand.
finish it?
You mean it wasn't
Like,
just
did you
for
finish
the
it as
list?
much as Overcover,
What's
or
it to
did
us
you
if the
actually
Khrushchev
finish it?
regime is threatened by the colonel and his faction?
Do you recognise the name
If
Volgin,
supporting
for
the current
instance?
regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my code name. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my code name, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the
Fair
movie The
play.
Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
Classic film.
Anyway, it's
Classic
based on a true
film.
story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp
Yeah,
in
it
Nazi
is.
Germany.
Not quite
The
as
prisoners
stylish
dig
as the
3
film, but-
tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using
Red
the last
Knuckles and
remaining
stuff.
tunnel.
I didn't finish it that much
The names
myself,
of
but I
those
got
3
the story
tunnels
done for
were
sure.
Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But?
But I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels.
Oh, well, it's his fault the mission failed then.
I watched the movie again just to make sure.
Oh, you idiot.
In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
Ordered it from the movie
it doesn't
company.
Sound like the greatest name to use.
It's what people did before
So
Amazon, I guess.
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
Let's use Zero.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square zero?
What, in that
My
final mission
frequency
with the tanks?
Is
That sounds
140.
awful. That mission just pissed me off so much. I had to do it so many times.
I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Yay,
Is this her
paramedic.
last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license
Seems
revoked.
harsh.
It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the virtuous mission.
Ain't that convenient?
145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same. 140.96.
Okay.
And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an
That one
expert
doesn't
on the
ring a
latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Okay.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Probably
Adam,
talk to
your
him
KGB
occasionally.
contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first.
Shouldn't that
He's
area
cleared
be
the way for you
destroyed?
to rescue
Unless
Sokolov.
we weren't at.
How will I know this Adam guy?
Maybe that's how
when I
we
see
survived. They actually shot
You'll
somewhere
know
a lot
once you
further
reach
away
the
from us than
factory.
I was thinking.
The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from
Oh,
that
okay,
nuclear
no.
blast.
It's actually pretty close.
No one else would dare come close. The password is, who are the Patriots? And Lali Lulelo.
Lali Lulelo.
There we go.
Gotcha.
Lali Lulelo.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard
Really?
Fox procedure was procure
Really?
on-site weapons acquisition.
Circumstances are different this
Omega.
time. You're now on an official mission for the United
Okay,
States
if you've got
government.
money to spend on stuff like that,
It'll be
maybe you
necessary
should
to make
talk
your
to me.
presence known to a certain extent. To
Like,
the
for real,
Christian
I mean,
achievement
I
of
assumed
the
it was only a matter of time, but
Remember,
I'm surprised they've
It's still
already
a
made...
sneaking mission. Snake, if you
I'm not
fail
gonna
this
say I'm
mission,
not curious
it'll
what
mean
it's
an all-out
like.
nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed
Wow.
with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake
So
Eater.
Fallout is all out failure is all out nuclear war. But like, I don't know. Why not just keep saving and then you can get one of the first generation of sex bots? You know, if you save enough by that point, just gonna throw it out there. Skips the middle part. Is this where we started the last mission? Is this the same place? So we have no suppressor this time, and this is M19. Oh no, we do have suppressors. M1911. This is not the Hush Puppy, I don't believe. Or is this actually lethal? You know what? I know where it's going to tell us. I think I saw, was it last year or the year before, Japan held a VR porn convention and it had to get shut down because too many people turned up and it was like a fire hazard, which probably isn't that surprising given Japan, but girlfriend won't allow you to buy a sex bot. Can you play any cancerous games on a sex? Are you talking about like, what is it, the VR chat one? The whole Ugandan Knuckles thing? I don't. My housemate has a VR headset and I've tried them, but I don't know, it's just kind of... I'll tell you what though, sex bots when they come out probably will have Skyrim on them. That's a pretty bad game. Well, it's not really bad, but it's very... I don't know. The actual combat and stuff isn't great, let's put it that way. Backpack. Weapon. I have a stun grenade. Calorie mate, don't even know what that does. Never seen a food like this before. Not eaten yet. Taste unknown. Okay. What, playing Skyrim on a sex bot? What was I playing yesterday? Was it... I was running through the fishing village in Bloodborne, and the guys with the spears actually managed to... Two guys throwing them at basically the same time managed to get them through both of my characters' knees, and I was just like... Oh, the meme won't die. There we go. Automatic pistol, high reliability, massive stopping power. I'm guessing, since it doesn't say anything, this is indeed for regular ammo. Survival knife, stun grenade. I believe there is a glitch of sorts with the stun grenades and grenades in general, where while you're holding them, you have like the pin pulled and it's in your hand. I believe it silences your footsteps. This game looks pretty cool. We'll have a quick look. I may mute this in preparation. Oh, I've actually seen that one. Yeah, I've seen that one. That did actually look a lot of fun. I'm not sure why it's lightsabers apart from just visual choices. What is climbing up there? Is that a squirrel? Is that the world's slowest squirrel? You'll see there's a lot of wildlife around in this game though. Mainly for the hunting and eating parts. Lots of god rays also. Yeah, I saw that game. Looks like fun. Particularly if it does like a lot of the best rhythm games where you can just plug a song into it and it'll just add a rhythm track. Oh, it's a snake. Is it waiting to bite me when I run away? Makes it a lot harder to listen out for guards when you've got to listen out for the wildlife. Tremuchi North. Is that the same thing it says in Russian? That's it, audio says. Fucking itchy nose. Is that a zip line? Or is it a wire? Or is it just unrelated? It's weird. Or is it a path wire? Go this way, it says. I don't know. Yeah, there seem to be a lot of random wires between trees. Odd. A horse? Really? There's a horse. It probably is, but I mean, if you could still plug songs into it, it's still usable. I need to see if there's some kind of thing to get Guitar Hero controllers attached to the PC and play some version of Guitar Hero through that with like extra songs and stuff. So I remember there's Frets of Fire where you play Guitar Hero on a like actual typing keyboard on the PC. That was just awful and hilarious to watch people use. But
looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
There we go. If she announced her entrance, what chance do you have?
Boss.
That arm still hurt?
Yeah, thanks for breaking my arm, douche. Nice move.
What are you doing here?
God damn, is she fast. And yeah, she emasculated us again. Dude, how many times does she have to completely break your ass?
Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead.
Sons?
You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
I'm not your boss anymore.
Keep getting thrown to the ground.
There's
Does
nothing
keep getting
for
up
you
there.
here. Go home.
To his credit.
Go back to your boss.
Oh yeah, that thing.
There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here.
No, we already finished the virtuous mission.
This
Didn't
isn't
go well. What kind of gun is that? Spitting out bullets sideways. What?
That
That's
should
one
start
hell of a
things
machine
up bit.
pistol.
You'd better hurry.
Where's the ghost?
The border is 60 miles south of here.
I don't remember the
You won't be able
ghost.
to run that far.
I really don't. I can't think who it is.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't.
Hella spoopy.
I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack?
Yeah, what about you?
What's
Jack.
it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
Well, didn't she tell us all along to just be a weapon for the country?
You don't know the truth.
Also, I swear that's the same cloak that
But
Snake
sooner or
used at the
later
start
you'll
of
have to
MGS3.
choose. I don't expect you to forgive me.
Probably just an asset flip. Not for being lazy,
But you
but for
can't
memes and
defeat me
references.
either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
But it looks real cool. I like bandanas. Ow. Holy
If we
shit, are
meet
you
again,
serious?
I'll kill you.
Get a horse to stomp on your fucking hand.
Now,
Shoot the bitch.
Go home.
For real. Like, I get that she's trying to get him to stay out of it. Which is probably the safest option for him. But at the same time, there's the potential for nuclear
This
war
is
between
Snake.
Russia and the
Major
US.
Zero.
I read you,
Pretty
Snake.
good reason to
I was
try and
ambushed
stop
by the
things.
boss.
You were what?
The drone's been
Never
shot
mind
to
the
hell.
fact I think they
it's
want
up
to
in flames.
That's not good.
Put him up
Enemy
for
scouts are going to
court-martial
come
at the very
looking for
least,
you.
it's,
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible.
Yeah, we are, of course
The man
we
the
are.
boss is working with Volgin isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Yeah, she did.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary
Well, they
hero
can't
like
just
the boss
reassemble
would
it.
go
She
over to the
stripped it.
Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough.
The way he
Hurry
says
to the
together
factory
makes
where
them sound
Adam is
like a
waiting.
couple. That's a great little
Scouts
slide
have probably
though.
already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do,
Back to
don't
SOP.
let them see you.
Or OSP. On-site procurement? OSP, I guess. I think we get more gameplay though. Okay.
Huh? Who was that just now?
Damn it! Can I stay out of the way? Yeah, I can. Keep walking.
Nobody here.
Damn it. Too close. Damn it!
Radio some backup.
I don't think they've called the backup yet. I think I have a chance. Yeah, they didn't call backup. We're okay. You have no chance in combat, he says, and I immediately run into combat. I don't like how the view changes though when we're in deep grass. And it also stops me moving. Meerkat. I think we're alright actually. Lots of insects. Dragonflies in particular. Which is weird, because usually they're found around water. Not really a whole lot of water here. Is that looping back? Wait, we've been here. God damn it. I'm doing the same thing I did first time I came across this area. Just go in circles. What was the way out? Up here, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Don't just go round and round. It's like, you've been to this area, you should be able to remember it. Dolina Vodno. Okay. Nope. I hear the froggos. Kinda want to run down and past him. I think he's the only one. I'm also quite sure that's a bad plan. Exactly why I'm not going to rush to do it. Can I throw him off the bridge? Let me check if there's going to be a little tutorial thing that tells me how to throw people. No. Cure wounds, eat food, camo uniform, blah blah blah. Okay, guess not. Damn it! Damn it! Catch him before he radios. Don't let him radio. Don't let him shoot either, ideally. Damn it! Guy on the other side heard. Now we've got combat. Damn it! I'm not winning that. Radio's gone. See, at least during the talking, I can't fuck it up. Damn it, come over. Lose sight of me and come over. Which way round are you? Where'd you go? Other side? Okay, let's try this again. Ready with the stun grenades. No one seemed to hear.
Lost, huh? Who's that?
No.
Who's that?
No. I will alert every single guard along the way. Don't worry. Basically my special move. It's amazing how well you can do without a gun. Rasvet. Was this the way? Am I going the wrong way? Let's take a little check on the map. No, this looks like the same place. This is indeed the same place. Fewer guards, maybe? Potentially even no guards. Okay. Okay. What is that? Am I? Wait. You see this, right? Tell me you see this little frog. Why? Shocker, it makes no sound. Huh. Huh. Can I get the Froggo? Don't think I can. No. Okay, it's just weird. In that case, I want to get that. I said I want to get that. Yes. That's right. I have to. Backpack. Items. Oh, that's right. You have to actually equip the sonar. I should probably use that more. Wait. How do I get the info? No? Okay. There we go. Text animals with sound waves. Uses battery power. Okay. Does the battery refill? Text and objects in motion. Oh, I see. It's adding everything underground as well, just to be super confusing. More importantly, says to the weapons lab, East Wing. Guess this game has the ability to transport yourself places using cardboard boxes then. Something I always underutilise. Hey look, it's plot door. Plot door. I walked away from plot door. Still triggered though. Oh. Hello. And they found me.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Sure will.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
So I guess we've got Eva.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me.
See, Boss knew early on who the Patriots were. Or Big Boss, rather.
Get down!
Here we go. Why not leave the light on to blind them? Also, why are all the women in this game such badasses? I don't mind, but... Koji likes his smart part, those strong, rather sexy women.
There is your.
He's not shy about it either. Oh, it's already 8:30. Here's your reveal. And this is what she actually looks like then, unlike your anime weeaboo version. In the model, but yeah. Still get the sexy music though. And that was necessary, right?
The name's Eva.
There's the R1. R1. Look at him just stare. Oh, Snake. Never change. Never ever change. Tits and cigars. What more could you want out of life?
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Snake, you don't need to be fucking around
Colonel
with women
Volgin
right
is
now.
a
You
very
have enough
suspicious
problems.
man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were.
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
Oh yeah.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
The what?
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
Why is more punch
You held
better
it
when you've already...
sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol.
Hmm.
Around here.
Chinese knockoffs, nothing new.
Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
She has a gun for us. Here's our hush puppy.
45, huh?
I think.
Incredible.
Do you like it?
Gets way more excited about the gun.
It's polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too.
Gun words.
The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized.
Snake appreciates gun. Shocker.
Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory.
Just
It
kicking
probably used to
around.
belong to one of your officers. And there are more where that came from.
Apparently.
You had this with you, didn't you?
Yeah. Snake likes to sit polishing his gun late
Better
at
take
night.
this too.
Taking care of the barrel.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
You can resist, I
A
can't.
disguise?
Yes.
I'll take the easy ones.
here to
I'll take the
rescue
low road,
Sokolov,
you can
right?
take the high road.
Sokolov's still safe then.
Yes. He's being forced to continue his
Boobs
work on the
though, right?
Shadowhawk.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists
She
there
does have a pretty
developing new
face,
weapons.
it's gotta be said.
Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
More disguise time.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear.
But didn't the lab get blown up with
First,
a
you'll
nuke?
need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area, and you'll reach a cave. Move through the
What is he
cave,
doing
and you'll
with the
arrive
knife
at a
on the gun?
mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse,
mean,
and you'll come out just south
Yeah,
of the
Koji
lab.
knows what he likes and
Got
he
it.
uses it a lot.
And just what are you doing there?
Yeah, what are you doing?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight.
Okay. But what did he do? Did he carve a groove in the side of the
Right, let's
handle?
get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
Now is not nap time. Okay, apparently
You'll never
now
make
is
it in your
indeed nap
condition.
time.
It's a jungle out there. There's still
Yeah,
an
maybe.
hour before dawn.
It would be funny if
It's
in
dangerous to
Metal
be out
Gear
in the jungle
Survive
at
the
night
plot
without a
is
guide.
how all the
What
women
about
in the
you?
series is cloned to
I
one
have
person.
to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something.
Her character design is all
Don't
about
worry.
the front
I'll
facing.
keep
From
you
the back,
updated
she
over
looks
the
so
radio.
bland.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information, nothing more. You look disappointed. All right then. I'll do something special for you.
Oh.
I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down.
Damn it. Poor guy.
What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
Got a death knell hanging over your
How
head
well
out
do
in
you have to know me to
enemy
trust me?
territory. Had your ass kicked by your boss,
Trust anybody.
your mentor. You had your weapon taken, and this girl's just blue balling him left, right, and centre without remorse. It's a hard life for a snake. It's a hard life. What can you do?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although
Paramedic
in your
agrees.
condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from
know about
sickness and
this.
injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a
So
favor
if you're
and take a
completely
nap.
wrecked and out of
Doctor's
healing,
orders,
save the
okay?
game, turn it off for a bit, and come back tomorrow, I guess. Interesting. Looks like a metaphor. What him being jerked around? Maybe. Right, I think. Don't automatically continue, please. Okay, we're alright. His mother took away his gun and now he's feeling uneasy about other women. Okay, hang on. Can I stop this? No, apparently not. I wanted to... In fact, can I? Shit. No, I'm stuck. It's going to be skipping a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is that. There we go. Yeah, because it's gone into something else. Because I need to end it and get my dinner. Have some curry. And I'm getting peckish again. And also, there's only so much Metal Gear I can take in one stint. It's a little bit heavy. Ugh. Also, I need to stretch my legs, quite frankly. That's gonna do me, I think. I'm gonna have a little bit of a play around this evening. Now that I've finished Bloodborne earlier, I'm ready to swap over into Knights of the Old Republic 2 at some point this week. I'm still keeping it Akami HD in the afternoons, I think, for now until that finishes. So that means evenings for KOTOR. Me weeb. Oh, do you know, by the way? You might know. Is there a date for the next series of JoJo yet? Or is that still in the works? I know that generally Japan's been having a lot of issues getting enough animators and people to create animes and the like. Because there's so much demand. It's not really that popular job, I don't believe, working in manga or anime, because it doesn't pay very well, and you have, as far as I can tell, just the worst hours imaginable. But yeah, that is going to do me. Let's see who's on. But yeah, thank you very much again as well for the sub. It's much appreciated. Thanks for stopping by and chatting as well, as much as anything. Big amount of rumours. Figures. I'll keep an eye out on Crunchyroll. I'm sure they'll announce it as soon as there's an official date. No point worrying about it otherwise, I guess. Who's on? It's not nothing, I promise you that. Although I do genuinely, like, as much as anything, it's just nice to have people in and chatting and chilling and shooting the shit. But money towards, well, it basically helps pay off because this is all expenditure. We can improve it. I do want to get a green screen one day. Then I can do real dumb shit. I'm blabbering. I'm chatting shit. Let's throw. Who's on? Chosen is playing DS2. Can't support that. Bex is on though, playing Long Dark. So I guess we're going to throw a host onto Bex. Yeah. For the Alliance. The Weeb Alliance. When Overcover comes back, we'll have to give him some more shit. Fill up his song requests. Find some Hatsune Miku. Really, really make him suffer. He will pick his own waifu one day. But yeah, I'm going to shoot. like I say, I need dinner and food and shit. I'm going to throw a host over onto Pushbecks to start. If you've not checked her out yet, feel free to do so. She's really rad. She's kind of like Lemley. Bit less Newcastle, maybe. Laters, guys. That'll do me for now.